Hello everyone! So in my recent video about when Marnie was there was one subject that I tried really hard not to talk about, and that was Hayao Miyazaki's retirement. For those of you who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, let me review really quickly. Hayao Miyazaki is a film director who is a founding member of Studio Ghibli, the studio that made When Marnie Was There. And since they started, they've mainly been around to make his movies. I mean, of the 20 movies they've made so far, only 8 of them have no Miyazakian influences at all. And in 2013, he retired after releasing his final film called The Wind Rises. And since that happened, Ghibli has only really produced one other movie, which is this one, When Marnie Was There. Technically, they released one other movie, which was The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, which was produced at the same time as The Wind Rises and was originally supposed to come out at the same time, but it was delayed, and that is a story for another time. Actually, that's an incredibly fascinating story that if you want to know more about, you should watch The Kingdom of Dreams and Madness, which is not only an amazing title for a movie, is an amazing documentary about the inner workings of Studio Ghibli. And that's beside the point. So anyways, When Marnie Was There came out in July of 2014, almost 2 years ago now. And since then, Ghibli hasn't made a movie. And I think a lot of people saw this as a sign that Ghibli was going to be gone soon. I mean, not too long after this movie came out, there was a rumor that Studio Ghibli had closed its doors. There was a post floating around on Tumblr with grayscale photos and dates and condolences by a lot of people who didn't bother to check if it was true, and it breaks my heart to see the sort of resignation that now that Miyazaki is gone, that Studio Ghibli, should go into the grave just because he's gone. I mean, under their roof, they have some of the most talented artists, producers, and animators anywhere, and they make some of the loveliest movies anywhere, not just in Japan, not just animated movies. They make just some of the loveliest movies. And the idea that just because Miyazaki isn't there, that they can't produce great movies anymore is just ludicrous to me. And I feel like it is a crime to waste the just amazing resources and potential in Studio Ghibli just because Miyazaki is tired and doesn't want to make movies anymore. And that is just, like, when I was preparing my video, I read a lot of reviews on When Marnie Was There, and many of them spent almost as much time talking about Miyazaki's retirement as they did When Marnie Was There. And it just, like, that made me kind of angry, and then kind of sad, and then kind of angry again, but it just, I don't know. I mean, there is good news, though. As of very recently, Studio Ghibli did announce that they are making their next movie, sort of. They're going to be co-producing a dialogueless movie by a director called Michael Dudok de Wit, which I'm sure I mispronounced. He's a European director who's really only done short animated films up until now, but now he is going to be doing a feature-length film called The Red Turtle. And if this is what Ghibli's future is, where they find people from around the world who have talent and who have a story they want to tell, and they give them the resources to tell it, like, that is beautiful. I feel like if that's what they're going to do from now on, I am all for that. I am pumped to see what Ghibli's resources can do for other artists around the world who just need those resources. But even still, here's to hoping that Ghibli does make another movie themselves. Here's to the next Yonabayashi classic, maybe. Here's to you, Ghibli. Thank you.